okay.
The Garden.
I don't chase the fact my mama hear that she gets sad about it. So I'm taking chances, I keep rolling, you ain't hear about me. I know I'm blessed, I'm playing chess with my life in this field. Got out my comfort zone, man, people who thirsty as hell. Don't need a break, just I ain't stopping at them red lights. Behind the bars in the studio, brothers jail time. I'm really moving, man, something stupid. I'm really out here, boy. Man, since it's juvie, man, I'm attached to this music cause it do something to me. I've been driving that alone. I don't recognize
Who's the best Polynesian rapper?
Hey, I would say.
Think it is Ado? I think we've already talked about it. Best poly rapper? Best. Most of them, like, that are more bigger, I guess, more mainstream, are from New Zealand, right? I think the best poly rapper is Sefa. I really think it's Sefa.
Man, mind your business. I've been driving for a minute and my tank on E. Put my city on my shoulders, put the tank on me. Man, you better learn to hustle cause this game ain't cheap. So I'm always
anybody who's for no poly artist will talk to Sefa. Sefa and is on Soundcloud. Yes, I think he has one album on Apple. No, that was a mixtape. He has
Cause I'm going 100 miles per hour. I'm pushing
the first song I heard from him was Trust Issues. Trust Issues by Sefa. I remember hearing that song for the first time. I was like,
You've never heard of him before that song?
no, before that song. I don't know when he put it out, but I heard it in 2011. I want to say. He's got a couple slaps with
That's what I do.
Broken Record. Gosh, I'm like picturing the album cover.
Did you find it?
Yeah, Broken Record is what it is. It's on Apple Music. But all of his mixtapes and his other singles, they're out on SoundCloud. Most of his stuff's on SoundCloud. He has like 4 different SoundClouds.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. That's how much music he has. He's tight. He's dope. Sefa's dope.
It's just because he has that much music?
I guess I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if it's because he has that much music or if
he just made multiple.
He just has multiple. He has like Sefa M, Sefa M1, Sefa M2. I follow all of them. He's dope. But Trust Issues is the one that put me on, and then I don't know. I stuck with him, and now he's doing like his own merch.
Yeah,
Anybody
his merch is cool.
Go look at his stuff.
Yeah.
On everything on Instagram and Twitter is Sefa or Sefa M. He's dope, and just his I didn't even plan on talking about, but him his entrepreneurial side. How do you say that?
Entrepreneurial.
Neurial. Is that how you say it?
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah, because you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But right now he has, I don't know what the machine is called, but have you seen his stuff on Instagram? Yeah. What he's been doing? He's
got everything.
He's doing his own. Yeah, it was. I think he was just doing.
Oh,
he was doing
one,
screen
right?
printing
for his shirts, right?
Yeah, but lately he's been doing embroidery.
Yeah.
Which
I've seen on his story lately. He just dropped like some new merch.
Yes, which is Good Company. I don't know if that's another.
Company.
That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Good Company. It's dope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen that.
His stuff's tight. And just watching him do it, seeing that it's one of us, and he's doing all this on his own. Yeah, bro, it's inspiring. It's hella dope. He's tight. He's hard. Sefa, go follow Sefa M. He's by far he's my favorite poly rapper, and I think he's the best.
Legit.
Yeah. Might be top 5 favorite rappers right now.
I won't even argue with that because
not even poly. I think he might be like top 5 of my favorite rappers right now.
Damn.
I really think so.
Yeah, that's tight though.
Boy's dope, man.
I don't really listen. I got
him. He got me into Casey. Westside Casey's IG name from Long Beach. He's dope. Leota. He's dope. Man, those boys are hard down there. They're tight. Anyways, sorry. Shout out those guys. If you guys are watching. I hope you guys are watching.
Shout out to the
That'd be hella tight if them boys are watching. That'd be tight. But anyways, speaking of music, whoa, can I introduce us? Sorry, I'm getting so way ahead of myself. Welcome back to the Garden, y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Welcome back. What episode is this?
Episode 7.
7. Lucky number 7. So much content that we're giving to people.
Yeah.
Episode 7. Welcome to episode 7. How y'all doing?
Episode 7.
Hanging in there?
Yep.
You all right?
Yep.
You all right? Air dap?
Air dap.
Wow. Lambone's back with us today. Lambone's in the house.
Hello.
Appreciate it. Hit the drop, Sus. Let me know who we are.
Killer.
Your boy Pate.
The Garden.
Here we are. Welcome back to the Garden, y'all. We appreciate y'all turning in. Again, we want to start out with love. We want to start out with appreciation. We love the appreciation. We love the appreciation posts that we're getting. We're loving all the shares that we've been seeing. Posting our name on your guys' IG out there. We really appreciate the love, especially us starting out. The Polynesian community is really putting our name out there, really telling us that you guys are messing with us. So we really appreciate the love. We're trying to do as much as we can, the best we can, to put out the best content to reach more than just our Polynesian people. We want to get it out to everybody. Mm-hmm. But we really appreciate the love that we're getting right now. We're starting out, and we need your guys' help to get there. So we really appreciate it. It's dope. If you guys have been reading the DMs, it's dope getting people's feedback. Like, we're starting to get, people are hitting us with, oh, man, when you said this.
True.
It just feels like, man, we really got people, watching us. We really got people listening and taking my philosophical advice and applying it to their lives. Nah. The most recent one I got was Austin Childs. I don't know if you guys watched that episode of Village Made podcast. Austin Childs from
I haven't got to.
Oh, yeah.
He's born in Fiji, but he was adopted
Yeah.
by a Balangi family out here in Orem.
Yeah. I worked with his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before.
Oh,
Me
dope.
and Ephraim worked with his wife.
Where you're at now?
No, before.
Oh, you and Ephraim. Oh, before. Yeah, he's dope. Very smart individual.
Yeah.
Very smart. So check out Village Made podcast. Go shout out to Austin Childs. Appreciate the love, man. But he hit me with I can't remember exactly what quote he said, but he said how right you guys are about saying. Oh, we were talking about perception is reality from the last episode.
Oh, okay.
And he hit us with that and about our intake, our output, input, output,
Output, input.
outtake, intake.
Our
Can't find the
take,
words
our
today.
take.
Our take. Oh,
Our
thank
take,
you.
our take.
Our take on perception is reality and what we think about it, and him saying word for word what we're saying is just dope.
Some people will say that or will quote something we said, and I'll be like, I don't even remember. All the time, yeah.
You just have so much smart things
Nah, it's not
to
even
say.
that. It's just my memory's horrible.
No, it is dope though. It is dope though. But yeah, welcome back to the Garden, y'all. How was y'all week?
Week was good.
Before I pull this up,
Excuse me.
you guys had a good week?
Yep.
So far, yeah.
Let's see. What did I do this week? I worked.
Highs, lows,
I worked 312s.
big things, small things.
I'm
What
on
happened?
furlough.
Now you're on furlough?
Yeah, on furlough this week.
What can you? I didn't even ask. Can you explain to me exactly what furlough is?
So, from my own understanding, which I could be.
All I know is that you don't work. I don't know what it is.
It's like instead
you
of
getting
being
paid?
laid off, they can put you on furlough, which is like telling you don't come to work. So you're still employed, but you just don't come to work so that they don't have to pay you. So pretty much, I think it's like the company cutting back their payroll expenses or whatever.
Really?
Just because business is so slow right now in like the oil industry. Yeah. So that's just the way I took it. I've never looked up the definition.
Oh. Are you getting paid?
No,
You're not
that's
getting. Oh, did you just say that?
yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I'm listening. Us.
Next.
Sorry. How was your weekend?
Chilling. I mean, it just started for me. Work
Work
week.
week.
Yeah.
Such a long work week you have out here.
Yeah, very long. 2 days.
Why is it 2 days?
Because I'm doing a business trip after. No, I'm just-
For the garden.
for the
You're taking the garden somewhere.
Business or
I'm doing
pleasure?
some research.
Is it a business trip or is it a pleasure trip?
It's a business trip.
Interesting.
Yep.
We'll talk about your business later, I guess.
Later.
Lembone, how's the week, big dog?
Week was cool. Got the weekend off from work.
Hell yeah.
Go back next week.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. No highlight, no low light. It was just kind of
Just a week.
just another week.
A strong week, though, not a week week.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, a week.
We don't want weeks over
We
here.
want strong
We
weeks.
got strong weeks over
No
here.
low lights,
Streaks,
highlights.
as they call them.
No.
What?
Streaks.
Streaks.
Okay.
Those are strong weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, streaks. Strong weeks. Wow. How was your streak, Oz?
Mind blown.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Are you taglining that? Like, is that...
I'll take it.
That's going to be a thing. Streaks.
Did you just come up with
You
that?
heard it
did.
here first.
I did.
Really?
Off the dome. Check them out.
So
You're a
Tony.
poet. You're a poet.
And I didn't even know it.
Embrace it.
And I
Wow.
I didn't even know it.
Cool off, sir.
Sorry.
Cool off, sir.
Can I get your signature?
Yeah, we're gonna make that one of these, one of the little pads here for you. Streaks. That'll be your drop.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah.
Let's see here. Well, good.
Anyways,
I had a
about
good.
you?
It was cool.
J. Cole.
So yeah. So so whoever doesn't know the exact story of what was going on, there is I believe she's from Chicago. It's a Chicago rapper. Her name is No Name, right? Maybe she's a singer. I'm not too sure on that actually. She's an artist, a music artist, and I believe she like sent out a tweet implying that J. Cole is not really helping, or he's not using his platform. He's not having a voice. I don't know if other people are looping Kendrick Lamar in that, or if she actually said his name too. But they're looping J. Cole and Kendrick into this, like, pretty much just saying that you're not using your platform correctly.
Oh,
because you're not
saying anything
posting
about what's
anything.
happening?
You're not saying, yeah.
Okay.
Even though we saw J. Cole in the march
Yeah. I saw pictures on Instagram.
of this one
Yep.
and the one when Eric Garner died.
Yeah.
So he's very, I don't want to say political, but he's very aware of what's going on, and he's a very huge voice. I'm not black, but I feel like he has a very huge voice in the black community, especially in the black music business. In that community, him and Kendrick.
Yeah.
I feel like they both have a huge voice
do.
because that's the type of music that they've created too.
Yeah. They talk about it.
Yeah. And so for her to say that, there's a lot of people on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's a lot of people on Twitter like going crazy on how, oh yeah, you're right. J. Cole's not doing anything. He's not saying anything. And so for him to make this song, pretty much, I mean, there's a bunch of different points he has in this song.
Yeah.
But pretty much, you know what it kind of reminds me? It kind of reminds me of 1985, the song he had, where at the beginning he did the same thing here. He's giving praise.
Yeah.
He's saying, hey, good job. What you're doing right now is great.
Yeah.
You're really helping us. But I got something to get off my chest. Yeah. And he was telling her that to not have the holier than thou complex.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's what it came off as.
It really did. I feel like it rubbed a lot of people that I guess are more conscious, that
They're all
more aware. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. So me, again, I could be being biased because I think J. Cole is the best rapper. So for her to say that, I felt attacked.
Yeah.
No. I just his response to her was amazing, I think. Because he at the beginning he's talking about this black queen being as smart as she is, and thank you for all that you've done.
Wait, what's the name? Let's tell them what the name of the song is.
Oh, Snow on the Bluff.
Snow on the Bluff, in case you didn't know the name of the song, Snow on the Bluff.
Yes. Let's see here.
And when did he drop this?
This was 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
2 days ago, I think. 3 days ago.
So it's
2
fresh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, there's a... Dang, are there any quotes that you can think of, Pate, that stood out to you? You remember lyrics way more than I do.
Just when he started talking about how he said he was to him liberty was like a tree. But he said, then he went on to say that you can't grow a forest overnight. Mm-hmm. So let's start with the ghetto and start planting seeds.
Right. And I think he implied that that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Right. But not just to her, I don't want to make it just about her, but to everyone that agreed with her, if you're upset that somebody of your own or somebody is not using their voice or not helping in this effort, don't you waste your energy on them.
Yeah.
He says here in the song to treat it as like you would have to talk to a child. If you can't get mad that this person doesn't understand, help them understand.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Speak to them, not they're stupid, but like, hey, this is what's going on. Let me refresh your memory. Let me help you understand our side. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. And he even admitted, like, hey, maybe you just more woke than me. Yeah. Maybe you know more than I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? There's a lot that goes back to last week what Ethan was saying. Don't get mad at me for not posting.
Oh yeah, true.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it. There's a lot of people dealing with it, especially J. Cole being black. He's dealing with it.
Yeah.
So don't get upset with him and Kendrick for not posting. People like that for not posting.
Yeah.
They do have a voice. They're just putting it into action. They're out there on the streets.
Yeah,
not saying she's not. She probably is too.
Different methods.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that was dope. Helping people understand. You point your energy, your angry energy, all the energy that you're pointing towards Cole or people that not using their voice, point it towards the people that you're actually mad at. Point it towards
everybody's trying to go into.
Yeah. Point it towards the oppressor. Point it towards that like we've all been saying for the past couple weeks, whatever face you have connected to white supremacy or white privilege or things that you're upset about, point it towards that direction. And then for us, help us understand.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Plus, J. Cole, I guess he's just communicating it differently. And he's got a degree. Yeah. He's got a college degree in communications. So, and he went out, he said something about, he says his IQ is average. Mm-hmm. And how you said that he's kind of praising her at the beginning of the song. Mm-hmm. And then he even referred to her in the song as a queen.
Yes.
Which, it says a lot about him.
Yep. Yeah. He even says in the song, F a retweet.
Yeah.
F right? Retweet. Like, what's a retweet really? Like, it is going to push, because I think someone was saying that he has millions of followers. Yeah. And millions of followers are waiting for him to say something. Yeah. But then it goes back to Dave Chappelle.
846.
What his thing on YouTube, his special that he had, 846, where he was saying, everyone is bashing Dave Chappelle for not saying something. He finally like, who cares what he has to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, why do you really care what these people have to say? As far as like the celebrities, the people on top.
True.
You just want them, you need them
to hear their voice?
Yeah.
I think with Dave Chappelle is just interesting because of the content that he's made in the past.
True.
I think it would be interesting to see what his mindset is.
Yeah. Sure.
That's one of the things I was looking forward to.
No, that's exactly what I wanted too.
Yeah.
But as far as like, what is Dave Chappelle's voice going to do to push the movement forward? Yeah. That's what you know what I'm saying? Because he does have a huge platform. So I really did want to know what he had to say. So that's why I was very interested in listening to the 846. Mm-hmm. And she was saying the same thing with J. Cole. He has such a huge voice and he's touched on these topics in a lot of his music. So you should be talking about it. But at the end of the day, what's their voice really going to do? Like, why do you want to hear from a celebrity so bad anyways?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he says that. He says, man, people are always saying how people need to hear from them. Like, he's starting to feel guilty, right? At the very end of the song, he says that some random man stopped him and said, hey, we appreciate what you're doing for us. But then even that, he started feeling like, damn, am I even like doing enough?
He felt like he was as fake as no one.
Yeah, he felt fake. He felt like maybe he felt that way because once he finally does say something, it's not changed.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like if someone wants to hear my opinion on something so bad, my voice carries that much weight. I feel like I need to cure this problem. I need to fix it.
More than just
so then when he does say something and it doesn't fix anything, because it's much bigger than J. Cole's one song, then he's like, oh, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah. I think it's just kind of like because he's touched on these kind of topics in the past in his music and he's kind of molded a picture in people's minds of who he is and what he represents. Mm-hmm. Once you go quiet, it's kind of like, well, where the hell you at?
Where you at now?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People are expecting that.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's right, but people expect that from you. So I think that's where, from what I'm seeing, I think that's where a lot of people are outraged.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Just because he kind of molded himself.
No, I could accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think people do expect that.
Yeah.
But then that goes back to last week. Is that fair of people? I mean,
yeah.
I think, I guess it is fair only because that's the type of content he's put out. Mm-hmm. So now we have this potential world-changing moment.
And then he's quiet.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he has to say, and then we're not hearing anything.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But I think, like you said, also, actions speak louder than words, right? So for him to be at that march, for any celebrity, honestly, to be at these marches.
When I saw that picture, I was like, oh, cool. He's down. Like
he's on the ground with his people. He's being a leader.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
So he didn't retweet anything. He didn't post anything on Instagram, but he's out there. He's marching. He's with the people. Yeah. All these celebrities that did it. Mm-hmm. I think that's a way more powerful statement.
It is, man.
Yeah. Just their presence alone.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the music that he is just a cherry on top.
Yeah.
I think that just adds to whatever picture that you've seen of him in the marches. Mm-hmm. Right?
And just from listening to the end of that song, how he said that he might not be doing enough.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like, maybe it was an eye-opener for him. Like, okay, maybe now I need a voice.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My opinion or what I have to say on the matter.
Yeah.
Because he's an influencer.
Yeah.
For sure. No, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I think I liked it in the song, just what I thought about the song. When he talks about planting seeds in the ghetto kind of thing. I don't know if that was like not an attack at No Name, but because she is from Chicago. I just
she is, right?
She's from Chicago. You know, it's like it's
rough
there.
out there.
It's rough.
It is rough.
You know, so I think it was really good for him to say that, because I think like with any problem that starts up, if you don't attack the root of the problem where things are happening the most at,
oh yeah, it's just gonna grow back.
It's not gonna change. Things aren't gonna change. You know,
so.
True.
And what better people to go and plant those seeds than the people from there?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You don't want someone that doesn't connect with you or where you're from to come in and start preaching to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to be us.
And I don't know if she has gone over there and did.
I don't know specifically what she's done, but things that I've read and seen on social media, she's very, very active. Okay. Very active. So I think that's why she felt it was important for her to say something, which I can't be mad at.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah, but I don't know. I loved the song. Yeah. I think it was great. It's very J. Cole.
It is, yeah.
It's very, very J. Cole. The whole time I heard some people, I even thought of it for a second, listening to it, like, okay, it's going to drop. The beat's going to drop. And it just kept going. And
remember
it's
I told
like,
you
wow.
that?
Was it you that was saying that?
I was like, I feel like the beat's just going to drop. And then you're like, hey, it might not
It
drop.
might not. He might just let this thing.
Yeah,
he probably just walked in and said, hey, pick a beat. I got something to say.
Yeah.
And walked in and just
Wait, when was
laid
this?
it
Yesterday?
out. Huh?
Was this yesterday?
Well, no, when it came out, right? Because
didn't you play it and then you're like, this is the best song ever. I haven't heard it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, hey, listen to this song. Yeah. No,
because Ezra sent it to me. Our brother sent it to me, and that's when I think Lem played it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's when we all heard it. Yeah, anything he makes is gold. So, whatever. But yeah, no. But the last thing I wanted to say on this was, what I was saying on our Black Lives Matter episode was that I don't know how the world's gonna look in a couple months. I don't know if there is an ending to what's going on. I don't know how this is gonna finish, or if it ever will, or if we're gonna learn from it, or if the country's gonna learn from this. But I don't know if I see a solution either. Not to get negative again, but
it's been real.
What's that?
It's real.
Yeah, it is.
Real, yeah.
I don't know if I see a happy ending.
Yeah.
Right. But the start from what I'm getting from this too is that instead of being angry, I can't speak for black people, but the best thing we can do is just to love each other.
Yeah.
Right? Just to find somebody to serve, find somebody to love.
Support it.
Even if they're not, obviously the people that are going through it right now, the people that are struggling, that need it most. But man, just give your flowers, dog. We can't remind people enough just to give your flowers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every day. Express your appreciation to anybody and everybody.
That's what it really comes down to, you know? Yeah. Like, it's simple, but it goes a long way, though.
Right. And the people that are being oppressed, I don't think they're conditioned to it. Mm-hmm. Right? We need to show it there first.
Yeah.
Right? That's where the love needs to start. But
True.
Who am I?
Man with a voice.
Yeah. No, sorry. That's one thing I definitely wanted to touch on today was that song, especially with the times going on. Yeah, J. Cole being who J. Cole is.
No, that was good. Thank you for sending us that.
We needed to speak on that one for sure.
I listened to that like 5 times at work.
But what's been going on in our own backyards, something that we also wanted to touch on, just giving a huge shout out to the Toilolo family out here in Utah, and the tragic loss that they had to go through as of recently with China Toilolo. Good news, I guess. I don't want to say it's good news or great news, but following her death, I think it was yesterday, the police charged her boyfriend. Yeah. Right? Hell, it was Andy Dennis finally charged him with first degree murder. First degree, right? And
2 counts of
obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice. And we didn't know what that was at first, but he was saying that it was witness tampering. Yeah. So he was trying to convince witnesses that the police were speaking to.
Yeah, they were trying to like tell him to lie.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And
for people,
the story. Persuade.
Do you know the story of China? What happened? Can you put us on that?
Well, I just know that pretty much. Well, I just know that. Well, me and Pati were talking about that. She was found in the canyon, but like she was supposed to go home in an Uber.
This was what?
5 weeks ago.
Oh, was it 5 weeks ago?
Was it over a month ago?
Oh, I was about to say just at a month.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
that's what I heard when we were watching that briefing.
Right.
What the sheriff?
What he said?
The sheriff.
Yeah. Okay. 5 weeks. Yeah. So pretty much, she's supposed to go home, and she didn't end up going home.
Yeah.
So like, and then the
last time they saw her, I think was the doorbell camera.
Oh yeah,
I think it was on someone's house. They saw him picking her up. Yeah. I think the whole world knew what happened. Yeah. But the police didn't have enough evidence or enough to put it on him. Yeah. Right. So I mean, I don't want to. Good news. Yeah. Nothing.
Good news.
Nothing that's gonna.
Tragic situation.
Nothing's gonna. It's. I hate seeing that stuff. Listening to the families talk. After she's gone, after anyone is gone. But that's what the dad was saying. We were listening to what the dad had to say at the press conference, and he was saying, hey, this is good for the family. This is justice. Yeah. Right? At least she's gone, and there's nothing we can do to bring her back. Ultimately, that's what we want.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
But we can settle for this now, knowing that the person who did this to her
brought the justice,
yeah. So we'll see what happens as far as sentencing, anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, that was tragic. It actually hit a lot of people at work. Obviously, the Polynesian community is very small. Everyone knows everybody. But even at work, there were people that worked that left for the funeral and stuff. It's just, it's sick, man. It's sick. So we also wanted to touch on that. But I guess what has been happening with her was people were getting whispers of things happening and knowing the aggressiveness that he was because of domestic violence. I guess she had been a victim to that for quite some time. Yeah. Right? Which kind of led us into the kind of questions that I had for you guys that we were talking about earlier today. With like, have we ever witnessed anything of domestic violence? What are our stances on domestic violence type of thing? The entire story is heartbreaking. Yeah. But I think any story like that. Oh yeah. Right? Yeah. Recently, shout out to Soar Factor from Andy, right? Yep. She just started following us on Instagram, and she's been shouting us out. That's huge. But Soar, her platform,
silently overcoming abusive relationships.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. That's beautiful what she's been doing. So before we started recording, I was actually scrolling through. Yeah. I was like, dang, I didn't know it was that big. At first, I didn't know about it, so I thought she just started, but she's been on this for a minute.
When she went to Fiji, I was watching her stories because domestic violence in Fiji is sad to say. It happens a lot. So I don't want to say the word normal because that's but it is. Yeah, and that's sad. But my stance on domestic violence, was that your question?
Sure. Yeah.
To me, and I've always been this way, it's something that...
Or have you been affected, I guess?
I have not been affected, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen, but it's never happened, like, I've in my own, like, immediate family.
Yeah. Sure.
But it's always been a topic that, like, kind of triggers me. Like, I get mad when I see a man lay hands on a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like that should never, ever, ever happen. I feel like the day a man lays hands on a woman is the day he stops being a man.
Sure.
That's always been my take on it.
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure that's, I mean, majority of polys and how we're raised and what our culture is, you know.
Sure.
But domestic violence is huge in the Polynesian community.
And that's the sad.
That's the sad part.
That's the sad part is what we're our culture is about and stuff like that. Like,
it's because we suppress our feelings and we lash out.
True.
You think that's where it comes from?
That's where I've had this conversation with multiple people, and
because we normally
just
I don't want to generalize this.
Taking different perspectives from different people that I've talked to about this. That's my conclusion. Is I feel like as we're growing up, right, in our households.
Yeah.
We're taught to sit down and listen,
Yeah.
and not talk back.
Yeah.
So our feelings of anger and aggression, we suppress it, and we lash out. And as you grow older, we don't really express ourselves, the way like a white person would. We kind of go with the flow, and whatever happens. We take the punches, whatever. And then we lash out in the wrong way. And we hit our women, right? Sadly.
I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I think I've always thought of it as, that's why I've been so interested now that I found out about the Soar Factor with her. I guess we can call it a movement, right? With her being that engaged in a very specific realm of what she wants to make an impact on and what she wants to affect in a positive way. I've only thought of it in very basic terms. Right? Just on the surface of, okay, he's angry, she doesn't deserve it, but he does it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've thought of it as, like, I don't like to talk about my feelings, and I'm going to try to hold it in. And because normally when it happens, from what I've seen and heard, is that it's very little things that kind of just, like, it's the last straw.
Yeah.
Right? Like, really? You're going to do that? You're going to escalate the situation to this, to hurting someone that you love, someone that you really care about?
Yeah.
Because of whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But that's days, weeks, months of built up anger, all lashed out in one horrible moment.
And I think it's like,
which doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want that to sound like I'm justifying. That does not make it right.
Yeah, at all.
I guess that's kind of what I wanted to hear from you. I guess I wanted to hear, like, a different perspective of it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Also, too, like, with Polynesian men, like, and I'm not saying not every Polynesian man is like this, but I'm saying just men in general, right? Mm-hmm. We're afraid to talk about our feelings because sometimes we feel like, oh, maybe if I say this, I'm going to come off as, like, soft, feminine almost, right? So throwing hands is manly, so I'm going to just do that. Mm-hmm. And it's just, no, we can't. We got to stop that way of thinking. That whole mindset needs to just be gone with. And just talking about your feelings is okay. Right. Mm-hmm. And I think no matter in a relationship, talking about the way you feel with your significant other should never end in an argument.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Because you're just being upfront and honest about how you feel.
Yeah.
I don't think it should ever end in an argument.
Right.
It's definitely something you have to learn, though.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It takes time.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
It's just talking about your feelings.
Yeah. It's hella hard.
Yeah. Getting comfortable.
But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
Right. Yeah, it's just terrible to see. It's sad to see. And especially the women that go through those relationships. It's not just a one-time thing for most of them.
It's not. It's something. Sadly, it's actually quite a long time. Yeah.
It's constant.
Yeah.
And especially with the pandemic that was happening, I think that's what kind of brought it back to most recent thoughts is because during the pandemic they were saying that
there was no, like,
the domestic violence, like, just shot up.
Yeah, because they were at home more and
and there was they were doing things where you can call and have like some type of, again, I'm not as educated as I'd like to be. I'm learning, but some type of like a sponsor that you can speak to.
Yeah.
And what they were doing is like doing certain hand signals to tell people that like I'm going through this. I have an abusive relationship, but are too scared to verbally say something or to get help from someone. And then they would have like a team go and help her.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's wild.
But that's just crazy that it's got to that point where you needed, like, they actually had to make something like that.
That sucks.
So, that's sad.
Yeah. No, it's, I've talked to my wife a lot about this incident, and it was very close to her. And so our conversations have gotten deeper and deeper about this certain situation. So I didn't want China's situation to go unspoken of. There's plenty of people that have spoken to her, but even as little as we are, we need to hold those incidents, those people, those families, those prayers close to us too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just to use our voice.
Yeah.
Continue to do that. So shout out to the Toilolo family again. Hey, reach out to us. Let us know if there's anything we can do. Yeah. Right? We're here. We've been preaching, serving, and loving. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I guess, right? But kind of shifting what I wanted to, if domestic violence is such a big thing, especially in Fiji, there was a video that Lem actually sent. Did you watch the video? I know we did. Did you watch the actual video?
Yeah.
Of what Lem was saying? So
of that parent.
The one on Facebook?
Yeah. Was it on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
So there's a video of a parents. They're filming them whip their 15-year-old daughter. 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Right? And they're filming it. They're recording it. And we've seen things like this before.
Yeah.
Right? Even, do you guys remember like that time, like that phase? That's horrible that we're explaining it this way. Of when parents they were like, when their child did something wrong,
they're punishing them.
They started shaving their heads and stuff, like doing that kind of stuff and recording it.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think?
Yeah, my cousin got her head shaved.
For real? And recorded?
We didn't have anything to record.
No. I have family that have done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not the recording, but yeah, she got.
No, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to mold the question here.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I think we've talked about just snippets of how we were raised, especially being in Polynesian households, how discipline was carried out in our homes.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's safe to say that we were all hit at least once or twice.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5
a few times.
Just a few. Right? We've been hit, we've been beat by our parents. I guess I don't know if can we say the word beat still? We can still say the word beat, right? We're not that sensitive, are we?
Yeah.
Hopefully. But we've been beat before.
Yeah.
Right? Now we're getting to an age where everybody's got a camera.
True.
Right? How do we feel about... Now, I'll put it in the perspective of... I'll ask it like this, because I had this conversation earlier. Is there anything that warrants you beating your child or anyone beating a child, disciplining their child physically, and recording it and posting it on social media?
Well, just a little background on the video. So it was a...
Let me answer this question first, and then I'll let you get into that.
Okay.
Because this is how the argument started earlier.
Okay.
Is there anything that warrants, honestly, anything that a child does that warrants is there anything that a child does that warrants a parent beating them or hitting them and recording it?
That
and
a
posting
child does?
Well,
no.
A child 16 and younger, like in your home, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm emphasizing the word child.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you
No.
for that. Yeah.
No.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
No, I agree. There's nothing that a child does, and children do some of the darndest things nowadays, right? Like in that video, I think I heard the mother saying that her 14-year-old daughter was drinking.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah, so smoking, drinking.
Being with a boy.
Yeah, she kept saying the boy's name. I don't know his name, but she's saying, is he going to be there for you? Something like that. Or,
yeah. She wanted to go to a party or something like that.
Yeah.
She got caught drinking and smoking or something, right? And then what happened?
And then I think that's really the background of it. And then the parents were just beating her with
I don't even know what it was.
Like a switch or something like that.
Oh, something
like a cord.
On the legs.
Yeah,
but it was like
similar to a vacuum cord. Ouch.
I guess I would say so. And I don't know. Well, on Facebook, I posted on Facebook, and people were saying, "Well, you don't know. Maybe she was like posting herself and snapping herself, drinking and smoking and doing all of these things." And it just comes back to like it's a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like if put yourself in her shoes, I'm pretty sure the parents would be doing the same thing if they were 14 years old in her shoes.
Or did.
Or did exactly. You know, so to me, it's just kind of like, you know,
which again doesn't make it right.
Yeah, what she was doing doesn't make it right, but
the way they went about that form of punishment was stupid.
It is because it leads on to so much other things. Like
what punishment leads on to more things? We have to be very specific because this is how the argument I had earlier.
What punishment?
Yes. What are we talking about as the punishment? Are we talking about the actual beating?
No.
Like posting.
That was fine to me.
Okay.
Right? That was fine to me because it's happened to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
But recording it and putting it on social media for the world to see, share, like, react to it, comment is crazy because think about she's 14. She's in what age is that? Is that high school?
That's just starting high school.
Okay.
Yeah,
so she still has years of high school to go through. People will always know her in school as the girl that got her ass beat on social media.
Yeah.
And she's gonna feel
get bullied.
The resentment that she's gonna feel towards her parents.
Yeah.
Are gonna I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't talk to her parents.
And one of the justifications that the parents were saying was, we just need help. We don't know what to do else. Like, what else to do? I'm like, so you're going to ask people on social media on what to do?
Right. So,
you're joking.
Right.
You're joking.
I definitely wouldn't go to the public to ask for that type of help. Yeah. I'd go to someone
How
that
did you react?
When I watched it,
opinion that I value.
When I watched it, I wasn't. I was when I read that part. When I read that part, I was like, "You're joking!" Like,
yeah.
Come on now.
Right. See, so what was brought to me was that those parents, they were sincerely asking, right? In this specific video, they were asking, "Hey, we've done all we can." From what I think I heard the mom say, "We've done all we can. We have no idea what to do with her. This has been going on forever. We need help. This is what we know what to do. Mm-hmm. We haven't done this before. Or she didn't say that, but she said that we don't know what else to do." Right? So, and you can even tell the way that the dad and the mom were hitting her. This is the first time doing this.
Yeah. Like
at 14 years old, this is the first time they've done this to their kid. Mm-hmm. Right? Which is already, again, where they messed up. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, I'm not telling you to hit your kids at that young of an age, but, right? Start the discipline at a very young, and not at 14 when she starts to smoke. Yeah. Like, don't start it now and start recording it. Right? Hey, whenever you see fit, and the punishment has to fit the age, right? Yeah, that's very complex and very specific that we're not going to get into. Yeah. But my only issue with the whole thing, whether they were asking for help or not, my only issue is the part where they hit record. Mm-hmm. That's my only issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's because what Pate said, that what it leads to. Right. Like what she's going to have to go through, because this went viral. You know,
you know what? I didn't even think about what she had to go through. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking how, because I base things off of feelings, right? I think I was talking to you at work about it. Yeah. I base things off of emotion and off of feelings. I don't know if it's the right way or not. But if I'm watching something and I feel bad, it's probably bad.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm watching something and it makes me feel good, it's probably good.
Yeah.
Watching someone, whether I've gotten beat like that or not, I just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah, because I think that's something that shouldn't be, broadcasted.
Right.
Like, that's one thing you don't want to do.
Right.
Because it's the internet. It's forever going to be stamped on there.
Right.
Like, you can't take that. That's forever going to be floating. There's no way.
Yeah.
And she's forever, like Pate said, going to be, remembered for that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like,
I didn't
think
of
rest of her, she might even, where she goes, you know what I mean? You know these kids nowadays. Mm-hmm.
She could really have suicidal tendencies after this.
Maybe.
I bet she does.
At that young of an age,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Not old enough to really think out your options, and you just.
But if that was their way of disciplining, and they went this far, man, there's therapists. There's go get counselors. There's counselors for this stuff.
Yeah.
You could have went
exactly like professionals. There's professionals that can help you.
You could have went so much. The direction they went
like private. Media. I think private's a good word for it.
Because, when I shared it to Facebook, I quoted it. Is that the right word? When I shared it, writing out what I was saying and sharing the video.
I'm
not whatever. Yeah,
too privy.
I gave my thoughts on Facebook when I shared it, and I said, what happens in your home is your business.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about discipline. Like you said, like we all got beat. But I agree with you guys. You know, once they hit the record button, it's like
that's the only thing I felt
you're stooping down
about.
to like a 14-year-old level at that point.
Exactly.
But again, it's important to go back. I understand now that it's important to go back to they were acting in their to the best that they know.
Okay.
So I can't fault the parents at the point of they're doing the best they can. And they were just desperate in the moment. I'm assuming they were desperate in the moment. Like, we care so much. We've done everything we can. This is what, again, this is where you mess. This is what we're doing. Is like, what more can we do?
I just find it hard to believe that they've done everything that they could.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me that, you didn't tell somebody about it.
And it's hard for us to tell because of what we're witnessing on Facebook.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know, because
I get it.
I don't know. This is hard for me to believe
I get
that
what you're
they've
saying.
done everything, because really, that's what you came to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That was really
then you
your
were
last
asking.
But maybe everything to
sincerely.
them, again, our perception of it,
true.
maybe everything to them is they think they've done everything,
Yeah.
right? Maybe we understand, oh, no, there is more things you can do.
Well,
but
whose
maybe
fault
in
is
their
that?
mind, I don't know. We can say that about anything, though, is what I'm saying.
It's just,
I still think it's the parents' fault. I still
For hitting the record button.
yeah.
Yes.
Or for even turning to that.
Yes.
yeah.
Like it shouldn't even have gotten to that.
That's the only issue I had. Because we can go into situational, general, specific things, right?
Yeah.
We could switch it
But
up and
overall,
yeah.
I'm not mad at the parents,
No, yeah.
right? I don't want to make this like I don't know. I'm not mad at the parents.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying,
They could have went, but
Yeah, that's all I'm
took
saying.
a better route.
and even with we've seen videos where you actually see parents that are doing it to shame their kids.
Yeah.
Like we know, okay, we're physically gonna hurt you, and then we're gonna post it on social media to humiliate
Yeah,
you.
to shame you,
Yo,
like online.
I think
Right.
that's what they were doing though.
Yeah. That it was. Yeah.
Because think
That's
of the
pretty
process
much-
to post something,
Yeah.
right?
for people
You
to
have
see.
to go to your camera roll. You got to look at the video. You got to click on it. You got to wait for it to upload. Then you got to write whatever your caption is.
Yeah.
It's not an instant click and it's already on there. No, they knew what they were doing.
But even if they were that desperate, I don't like desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess, you know. So I don't know.
I don't think it warrants that.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
and then it also comes back to just kind of think of what you're doing before you do it.
That's what I'm. I just don't.
I'm not
think
mad
it
at them.
warrants
I'm
it.
disappointed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
for sure. I just don't think anything. Wow, like picture yourself doing that to your kid. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I have young kids, and I hit my kids. Not like I don't go crazy,
Yeah.
but I hit my to let them. Hey, this is not okay. What we're doing, right?
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
I got very young kids, but I can't picture myself hitting my kid and then throwing my wife the phone and saying, "Hey, record this, put this
Yeah.
on Instagram."
Getting to that point.
I
where-
can't. I just can't picture myself doing that.
Not only recording, but asking the people what.
Hey, is this okay? What I'm doing?
Like, you know what I mean?
Am I
Yeah.
doing this right?
Yeah,
Hey, you're asking everybody. Like, okay,
yeah.
Going to the wrong place for help.
Hopefully, they got good advice from it.
hopefully.
That's a positive.
yeah.
Hopefully, someone.
highly
Hopefully,
doubt that.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Highly
someone.
doubt,
No, not
but-
not the
Stay
girl.
positive.
No, not the girl. I'm just saying. Hopefully, someone
Said
DM'd
something,
them and was like, "Hey, what you did is not right. Don't ever do that again." But these are some things that you can
should
do to
DM
help
them.
discipline your child or help your child
Yeah.
more effectively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully, they got the help they were looking for.
Hopefully.
I just don't shame your kids.
Yeah. I feel so bad for
Don't
it.
shame your
Yeah.
kids.
That's sad.
I just can't picture myself doing it.
That level of humiliation is I don't know.
There's no coming back.
Someone's
from
gonna
that.
come
Yeah.
back from that.
There's no coming back from
It's
that.
difficult.
That's hard. It's really hard.
Take years.
Why are we always talking about somber things?
Because that's all that's on the news.
Yeah, I guess so.
right, yeah.
That's it.
I guess so. You know what is good
Crazy.
though? It's actually called Some Good News.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
I watch a lot of it actually.
I do too.
And okay, I'm gonna be honest here.
I don't
get,
want to. I don't want to bite from his stuff and I
No.
like all. I'm gonna start talking.
I get teary eyed watching a lot of this stuff.
yeah,
It really gets to you.
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause the
Is
world
it on YouTube?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
It's his little segment that he does on YouTube, and he just shares good things going around the world.
It's literally it's
It's
John,
his channel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
John
Krasinski. Yeah,
he has a channel literally called Some Good News. And like his daughters help him with it.
Yeah. It's straight up. It's like wholesome content.
Really?
As corny as it is.
It's literally like
that
the most positive thing you can see from start to finish.
I love The Office.
That's crazy because like.
Because you haven't heard of it.
No, but like who else is doing? You know what I mean? Like
other than us and him.
No, yeah, no, you're right. It's crazy.
Other than
we're doing the
Some
same
Good
thing.
News in the Garden.
It's crazy that we're doing the same thing.
No, that's dope though.
No, but that's crazy. I need to check that out.
Yeah, Some Good News. Everybody go check that out.
We'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, we'll put the link for it.
Some Good News though.
We'll spread some good move vibes.
They're tight,
you know?
and he did a great job.
He killed it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some good news. All right, switching into we need to find a name. Can someone find a name for like our ending segments?
Yeah.
Right? Hit the comments. We're getting more and more comments. Have you guys seen our comments?
I've seen it.
Dude, people love us.
I'll just make 10 accounts and I'll comment.
Bro.
Oh no.
No, again, we appreciate the love. But if you have any names for our happy segment at the end,
drop it in the comments.
Yeah, just to get some, get some true colors of how we really feel on some lighter topics. The question I'm bringing to you fellas today, the question I bring to the garden is, if there is one, or I'll give you two if you can think of them. Okay. If there is one or two talents or things that you wish you were really good at that you're not currently good at now, what would those two things be? Who wants to go first? Is that question even? Did you even understand that? Two talents that you wish you had. Okay. Two? One or two. One or two.
Okay.
I just don't want to. I don't want to put limits on you guys.
Can I go first?
Wow.
Before somebody takes it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Okay.
Again, this is not a competition.
My talent that I don't have is the best. No, so my talent would be singing. Yeah. I wish I had the talent that you have.
Wow.
Hey, don't
hide it.
Cut that out.
Don't hide it.
Seth has an amazing voice, and he
does.
refuses to believe us.
He lies to himself.
So, I mean, I'm sure all of you guys know.
Nobody
Seth
knows.
has a
We know.
beautiful
Thanks
voice.
a lot.
We know.
Okay, and what else?
No, that was mine. Yeah, singing.
Singing?
That was mine.
Just one. Singing.
Just one. I'm gonna just choose one.
And I think we did say that. Oh, that's what you were saying. Brian McKnight. That's your favorite singer.
Yeah, him and Luther.
Him and Luther.
But I'd want to sound like that kind of voice to Brian McKnight.
That's the voice that you want to mold into
Interesting.
this vocal cord.
Yeah, I sound like you.
No, you already said Brian McKnight. You can't do that. You got to pick one. Singing. Why singing? Why does Pate want to sing so bad?
I love music. I listen to music every day, and especially like mixing. I mix. And being at a mix with somebody that jams and that just has a really good voice, like Brada or Kent. Shout out to
Brada, Kent, PB&J.
Shout out.
You already know.
Yeah, they whenever they're at the mix and I just hear their voices, man, it's different.
It's a whole nother level.
Yeah, it just brings like the atmosphere changes in the room. It's crazy.
Sure.
So I just want to have that effect on the people I'm around.
Hell yeah.
Plus, it's cool.
What a wholesome answer. Yeah. What a wholesome answer. Lem, or who's next? One talent that you wish you could
Why are you pointing at
grasp.
Huh? Sorry, I had something. I just touched my fingers.
One gift, one talent that you wish was bestowed upon you.
Let's see. I think a talent. Well, because it's hard though. There's a lot.
There's
Here we go with the IDK.
So that's what I was saying. Maybe 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Throw them all out there.
Don't worry. This guy had his answer already. IDK. Good one. Yeah. Don't come.
Here we
for
go
me.
with the IDK.
Here we go. I would think to learn. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Languages.
I'm listening.
My
I'm
bad,
listening.
Osama.
Cam. I'm listening.
Languages.
I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Gift of tongues.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that'd be tight.
Wow, yeah.
Like, cause like I know a lot of people that, they can speak plenty of languages, and I think that's crazy.
Interesting.
I would go with that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's
just to
communicate with people like,
anytime.
Because I've seen like my brother, my sister, like they serve missions and stuff like that, and like I've seen it like turn like they just go like that. You know, if they're talking to somebody, and all of a sudden like they start speaking, and then they say something, and then the person knows they speak, and it's just instant.
Go.
And like nobody knows what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just like I want to be like that.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what I mean? Wow. So yeah, I would say gifted tongues.
That's a great one.
Would be mine.
That's cool. Wow. Is there any language in particular you want to? All of them. All of them. Is there one that you're interested in?
What's on the top of the list?
I would say Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, not the top of the list. Oh yeah, one of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Spanish just because
most useful.
Yeah, it really is. Like
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you can apply that for everything, like and around the world, and you know how fast that language is spreading. So I would say Spanish.
That's a good one.
That's good.
Hell
yeah, you like that?
Yeah,
that's off the dome.
That was way better than IDK.
That's somebody that noted over here.
Good. What do you mean?
I thought you were going to say better than singing.
Oh, we didn't talk about this already. Yeah, I don't know about singing,
but
I want to hear about Lem.
But that's different. Yeah,
that's a great one. That's a really good one. Lem, one talent or gift you wish you had.
I have like one like pretty serious one, and then I have one that I just like wish I could do.
Here you go. Here's multiple.
Okay.
This is what
Let's go.
My semi-serious one is the ability to
get more kills.
Get more kills.
Never mind.
He already gets kills, all right?
Not in real life. Not in real life.
Oh,
that's what I was gonna say. The ability to, how do I put it? Okay, so I'm a really good listener. I really pride myself on listening. I think I listen to people very well. But I'm not very good at giving advice. So I wish I had the talent of articulating my thoughts pretty quick and then
being able to
express it like on the fly. I think people are really good at that. There's some people in the world that are like really, really good.
You think you could get better at that? Is that something you can like work at? Or
yeah, I think like streaming helps a lot with that.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking quick.
Yeah, because you have
keeping you on your toes.
Yeah. So I have a lot of respect for streamers because they got to think on the fly. You know what I'm saying? It's all live.
Oh, yeah.
All of it is live.
Yeah,
yeah.
True.
So that I wish I could do that. And then my like other one is I wish I could skateboard.
Skateboard.
Really?
Really?
Skateboarding is dope.
I think
it's very underrated. It's very underrated.
I think it is too.
I think it is too.
Think about what they're doing.
No, yeah.
It's a piece of wood
on
tires.
Tires.
On
wheels.
Trucks and wheels.
They're not on tires, Cam.
Skateboarder.
Do you see rubber on those things?
He's skateboarding in the mountains. Wheels.
Duh, it's the Rockies. The Rockies, huh? Wheels.
It's on tires. Jeez.
Tires. Where do you get those things?
You were trying to go up there.
Anyways.
Yeah, but skateboarding is like so like I follow some skateboarding like pages on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing what they can do.
It's wild with
It's true.
And it's all with their feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to be so coordinated.
Like, it's easier to do things with your hands.
Yeah.
With your feet. Like, that's why I think soccer.
The coordination is just better, right?
That's why I think soccer's insane.
Yeah.
For them to be able to curve a ball like that and you're not holding it.
Yeah.
You're literally just.
True.
You're just hitting it. And for it to curve like that.
Bend it like Beckham.
Bend it like.
Like, there's that one video I showed you. There was a goal. He was parallel with the goal.
Yeah.
And he kicked it this way and curved it all the way back into the goal.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's. I don't believe you.
I
don't believe you.
I can do that.
I don't believe you. You can do
Okay,
that?
Yeah.
Is that not hard? That's hella dumb.
It's
Soccer is stupid.
Inside of your foot.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Okay.
It's not even that cool. Like, it's really not. It's easy to do that.
No, I should say I could.
No, but it's cool though.
Now.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're right though.
So yeah, that's for real.
Dumb. That's like dumb. Skateboarding. Got it.
Yeah.
Skateboarding. All right.
Cool.
Dang.
What about you?
I never knew that.
Dang, those are good ones. You guys make mine seem like just simple.
See?
What's yours?
Very simple.
It better not be
Airbending.
It better not be airbending.
I wish I could airbend.
Oh
No, just kidding. I mean, I do wish. I have a list of things that I wish I was good at.
Yeah.
I definitely wish I could airbend. I can bend air, water, fire, any of those. I wish I could just
Be an avatar?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I wish I could be an avatar.
Like the blue people?
Wrong avatar.
Hey, I do them too. They're dope too. They are. They tight.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I wish I could. Two things.
Ooh, okay.
I have a list of things.
I bet you do.
To last us forever, because I'm not good at anything. I really wish I could draw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Like I wish I could like just sit down, anything, and just create art with a pencil.
That's a good. That's a really good one.
I wish I can draw hella good. Like there's just people where you could just give them a piece of paper and a pencil, and they can draw the dopest things.
Yeah. Like realistic or like
any of it. Any kind of art form. I can't draw for any. I have no creative artistic ability to create something like that out of nothing.
It's kind of funny because we like picture of what we want in our head. And it's like, oh, this is gonna look so dope.
And then you
do it. It's like, this is like
3 stick figures.
It's like on 51st Gate. 51st Gates.
I thought you were going 50 Shades of Grey.
No, definitely not that movie.
51st.
Okay.
Definitely not that movie. 51st Date at the end. Because how Adam Sandler goes to that hospital where everyone's memory is like shorter and shorter.
10 second
Tom. And I don't think it's 10 second Tom. It's somebody else, I think, in there. But they're painting. They're doing painting exercises. And he asked the guy, he's like, oh, I don't even know who I am. He's like, well, you're Picasso. And he's like, oh, really? And he looks at the painting. It's like a stick figure. The guy goes, no, not really. That's me.
That's funny.
That was me. I can't. I wish I could draw. Mm-hmm. I think drawing's dope. And to add to, if I had an ability to sing, I wish I could play piano.
Oh yeah.
I think piano is.
Oh man.
Yo, piano is.
That'd be cool, yeah. Because you can sing already. If you could play
the
piano,
it's a rap.
That's the cherry
I'm
on
telling
top.
you,
those are the two.
Up and coming.
Those are the two things I wish I could do. Play piano and draw. I think piano is hella tight. Yeah. Especially people that are like self-taught.
Oh yeah.
So I think I don't know. That's what does kind of irritate me is like my things are things that I feel like I can just learn. Yeah. It take too long though. It's too hard. It's way too hard. Yeah.
Wow.
Such great abilities. You know what? I challenge all of us to go out and learn these things, to do them. Learn every language.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Rosetta Stone. That's how I'm gonna call
Rosetta Stone. Yeah, Rosetta Stone. Doesn't the MTC, don't they use that?
What's that? I don't know.
Rosetta Stone?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take it back to my mission.
What mission was this? Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
That's so long ago. I don't remember.
Rosetta Stone.
Do they really use Rosetta Stone?
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the MTC here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only language thing that I know of, like learning.
They do not use Rosetta Stone.
I promise you, they do.
They use prayer.
Cause didn't your dad work at MTC?
No. My dad was a counselor.
So they had it back in like the 80s, 90s.
Oh wow!
No, when was your dad a teacher at the?
No, MTC. This over here.
Yeah.
He was in the presidency.
Is that a teacher there now?
No, not now. But he was in the presidency. Yeah, he was in the presidency. But that's not even. I forgot who told me.
No, but they use Rosetta now though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do because somebody told me.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Rosetta Stone was still a thing.
No, yeah, because wasn't that like a bunch of commercials
that was
way
old.
back?
Yeah, that was way back.
And when somebody said Rosetta Stone, I laughed, and they're like, somebody said, "Oh, they use that to in the MTC." I said, "What? Is that where Rosetta Stone went?"
I need confirmation here. That's insane.
If you know if this is facts, let us know please in the comments.
Drop
because I don't even know who Rosetta Stone is.
Yeah,
I'm just listening to what they're saying.
The Stone character we're speaking of.
Yes, I have no idea who that is. And I didn't go to the Provo MTC. I went to New Zealand.
Yo, rub it in. Tell everybody.
MTC, what a good time, huh?
Oh, MTC was so much fun.
So much fun.
How about that time we were at BYU, Idaho, and Ethan goes, we're in the bookstore, and Ethan's like, oh yeah, every girl wants a return mission.
RN.
every time you look at a book, oh yes, oh we used to read this back in my mission. I just got off my mission. I remember doing these things and teaching these things. All these people, such a great experience.
It worked. It actually worked. I didn't actually.
Oh no!
You should have just wore a shirt that said "Best 2 years."
Yeah, you should have. Why didn't you?
You know, just one of those things.
One of those things. Well, that was a good episode.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Appreciate it. We're gonna end it on a good note too. Continue to end it on a
Positive vibe.
positive, keeping the vibes positive. Crooked Smile by J. Cole. You know, we started with J. Cole. I see it fit that we end with him as well. We end with the GOAT. Again, we appreciate all the love, all the comments, the likes, the shares, the posts.
You guys just hit a big milestone.
What's that?
You guys just hit a big milestone.
Yes.
What milestone?
We literally found out that like it's just right before we hit record.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
This is huge for us. We just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's huge. We really appreciate the love.
Appreciate it, for real.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Again, resorting or talking about from the beginning, all the comments, all the DMs we're getting, all the praise we're getting. We really, really appreciate it. It makes those things let us know that what we're doing is worth it.
Yeah.
Lets us know that we're going in the right direction at least. Right? So 100
y'all.
may not be a lot to you, but it's huge to us.
Yep.
So we appreciate it, y'all. Keep sharing it. That's the biggest thing that you guys can do for us if we're asking. Continue to share our posts. Continue to comment. Continue to send us DMs. Let us know if there's anything that we can do. Anything you guys want to hear from us. Our take. We'll learn up on whatever it is and educate ourselves and speak about it. Try to do the best we can. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yep. Go have a great week, man. Have a streak. Everybody go out there and streak. Have a streak. Don't streak. Well, you can. I don't know.
Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy.
Just don't record it and post it on.
Don't do that. All right. Hey, thank
Have
you
a
so
good
much.
week, y'all.
Yep. Woo!
The garden.